Support for this podcast comes from the patrons at patreon.com/FMLFPL. Okay, welcome to FMLFPL 1.
This Walsh.
Late Thursday night pod.
Yep. Quick
Sports
turnaround.
pods, man. Yeah, by the time everyone's listening to this, it's going to be like at least half outdated.
Yeah.
What are we even doing here?
Well, let's only half talk about sports.
We'll only half talk about sports. We'll talk about team names a lot, actually. There were fucking 7 ties in the cup.
Oh my God. 7?
Yeah. 7 ties.
That is
Sadly,
amazing.
not Team Walsh,
God.
who lost because
No.
Palmer got a yellow card.
Well, that's
And
just the
because
last
this guy got
thing
an
that happened.
Auto sub Jacob Murphy because he picked Foden and Saka.
Yeah. Well,
Like
you know,
got.
sometimes
You got
bad things happen to good people, and sometimes
true.
mistakes get rewarded. I mean, it's so ridiculous to say it's because of the Palmer yellow card, because I could have gotten 2 points anywhere else, but it does feel that way because
it feels that way
because
because it's the most recent thing.
85th minute, like, let me kick the ball away playing against this profligacy.
Drop bonus points. What would we have done if you tied?
It's
I would have had to make the
auto
call.
win. No, it's an auto win.
It's our
It's an
cup.
automatic win.
All right,
Automatically
so let's
go
see.
through. Tie goes to the runner.
We're gonna see how seamless I can do this because I didn't want to look at the teams ahead of time, obviously. So I'm like live opening.
Okay. All right.
ties.
All right. 7?
All right, so 7 ties. Can you fill people
my
in
God.
for those who don't know what we're talking about?
Like most people listening right now.
Most people,
So our FMLFPL Cup for the Patreon subscribers, it's like a big bracket. And once we're in knockout rounds, which we are in now, if there's a tie, we break the tie by picking the team name we prefer. That's it. That's the tie
Perfect
break.
system.
It's our dictatorship. So we do whatever the fuck we want. And that's how we do it. So yeah, and I don't think we've ever had 7 in one round. That's insane. I feel like the most we've had were like 3.
Yeah. So crazy, weird, low scoring week. I guess a lot of wild carders and stuff. Yeah. All right. So first one is Take It Eze.
Oh, that's pandering.
Versus, I wish I could see a log of if they changed their name or not, but I can't see that.
Well, what's their fan association on their FPL page?
Wolves.
Yeah, that's auto loss. If the next name isn't anything but like an emoji, I think it's a runaway.
This next name is not good. It's
no.
Aritza Balagarba, like basically like Kepa's last name, but maybe that means something in whatever language.
Say it again.
Aritza Balagarba. It sounds like Spanish, but this person's flag
it's clearly just a play on words
Norway?
to try and put the word garbage in his name.
Yeah,
but who hurt you that Kepa is the focus of your ire?
Fan league, Chelsea. I don't hate it.
No, I don't like it, but
I hate
the other one.
He wins.
Yeah, he wins. So that's all you need to know.
Aritza Balagarbage. All right, get in. 1 down. This is the best.
They have Bob Monster. It's, you could pick any goalkeeper. I mean, I can't believe they just let Tebow kind of like go. Like he's like low key, like top 3 goalkeeper in the world. They're just like
been consistently
forever,
for years.
Since he left.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Next is Witness the Fitness versus Assman Staged a Coup.
Assman staged a coup.
What?
Witness the Fitness? Is that like
what
is happening?
Neither of those are anything. Is there some sort of famous government coup that was like blank
Did something
staged
just
a
happen?
coup or something like that? Or is there a recent coup? Assman staged a coup? I don't understand what that means at all.
Staged a coup.
Should I Google staged a coup?
Well, no, that's ridiculous. We know what that means.
No, I know what it means, but maybe there's like a recent or something that rhymes with Assman or something. No, I have no idea what that means. Assman staged a coup or just Witness the Fitness. What is that?
I don't like the ass man one. I don't like the fitness one, but I like the fitness one.
At least it rhymes. Rolls off the tongue.
It's
kinda.
Probably his company or something.
Witness the fitness. Yeah, sure. That's a winner. Assman Stage of Q is just nonsense.
It's not.
It's like a ChatGPT team name. It's just like,
let's be honest here.
All right. Another winner. All right. This one is The Mob. That's it.
The Mob. Good start. Like that. Like it a lot.
Versus Drunk Ricochets.
Drunk Ricochets.
I don't hate that either.
I like The Mob. I like The Mob.
Drunk Ricochets. Yeah, it's probably a mob win.
Drunk Ricochets?
It's like
now I keep hearing these all as like these are band names.
Yeah, because I primed you for band names. I was thinking it's like a fucking kickball team name or ultimate frisbee team name or some shit.
Like a rec league team name.
Yeah. Like our
The Mob versus the Drunk Ricochets.
Yeah, exactly. All right. The Mob is good. That's a good name.
The Mob.
Relegation dogfight versus Be Bald to Beat Bald. I mean, shout out to them. Is that pandering? Does that count as pandering?
Be bald to beat bald.
Be bald to beat bald. And you know what's funny? It's not pandering because he's a Liverpool fan, and I think he literally is like slot to beat Pep. I think is like what he's saying. Yeah, I think so. I just figured that out because of the Liverpool.
Okay.
It's not pandering, I don't think.
Yeah, no, it's a Liverpool thing. That's an easy win.
That's a win. That's good. There.
Yeah.
Relegation dogfight.
Yeah. You're relegated.
Be bald to beat bald.
Yeah,
that's pretty funny, actually.
That's really good.
Let's see. All right. This one is Welcome to the Vardy, pal.
Okay.
I like that. I'm a diehard believer. And the other one is
enthusiast.
Darth Vardy.
Whoa. What is going on here? A Vardy
How
off?
is that a double Vardy off? The fuck is going on?
What is happening? How is there one name? How is there one name dedicated to Vardy? And they're not one. There's two, and they tied.
There's two, and they tied identical points.
Okay, so one. I mean, I fucking can't stand Star Wars, so I don't like that one.
I don't like Darth
the first one.
Vardy. It doesn't even sound like Vader. You know, it doesn't
just
really.
Some of the letters overlap.
Yeah, the V. But Welcome to the Vardy, pal. Rolls off the tongue. Die Hard's great. Love it.
Wait, what's the ending? Vardy what?
Welcome to the Vardy, pal. It's just
like the party, but it's
Vardy? Party. It's just straight up Die Hard quote. Bruce Willis, welcome to the party, pal.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's fine. Yeah, that's a win.
I don't like Darth Vardy.
No, come on.
And I like the original trilogy, and I still don't like it.
Yeah.
Might delict later.
Might delict. All right, a delict entendre.
Yeah, and then eyeing team. What the hell is this?
What is it?
Eyeing, like you're eyeing up something. Team, but one word.
Eyeing team.
Eyeing team.
Eyeing team.
Eyeing team. What's the accent?
What
the hell does that mean?
I don't know. I'm intrigued though.
Like,
what was the first name?
Like, is it like a pun on like there's no I in team?
No, that can't be it. What country is that person from?
UK. It's might delict. I think it's a might delete later or something like that.
I don't like that. I like the
I don't like that at all.
Confusing second one.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
Yeah, I think the confusing second one is the
eyeing team is just crazy. Like, there's no way
ridiculous.
That. Like, I feel like that person's had that team name for 10 years, probably never changed it.
Eyeing team.
That's just their team.
Eyeing team.
I can't. Yeah, I feel like we're missing. Well, I mean, we're always missing something. It's probably the name of like an Australian grocery store. if I learned anything. All right, last one. And then I think we just end the pod. Cool 10 minutes. No problem.
Cool. 10 minutes. Little 10-minute pod.
Last one is, I don't know how to say this. Gruev Armada. GRUEV
Okay.
Yeah, I mean Groove Armada. I know what that is.
Yeah,
So
it's
that's
like a band, right?
Yeah, that's what they're referencing.
Is it some Scandinavian person or Sweet or a Dutch person?
English Ipswich fan.
Okay.
Don't know. Gruev. I mean, they're not English, but
is there a Ipswich legend named Gruev
great
from
question.
the 50s that we don't know about?
That would be great. That would be probably an auto win.
Yeah.
There's someone called Ilya Gruev.
What's his name? What's his score? What's he up to?
I'm trying to figure that out. This is really good podcasting. Person? Maybe it's just this person. He's Bulgarian. No, Leeds. He went from Werder Bremen to Leeds.
All right. What's the other name?
Other name is Drogba Like It's Hot.
I don't mind that one.
God, it's just like the Gruev? So... I mean, I don't like the Gruev. It's so played out. I bet you there's 1,000 teams called Drogba Like It's Hot.
Well, there were probably 10 years ago when Drogba was playing in the league. I guess it's like a little 10 years ago,
maybe there were 10,000. Yeah, it is a throwback. He is a Chelsea fan, or they are a Chelsea fan. I don't know.
So you want to give it to the nonsense name?
I don't know. I don't know what to do here.
I like an Armada.
Armada's a cool word.
Yeah, it's a really good one.
I think I prefer Gruev Armada.
Okay.
If you don't feel strongly about Drogba Like It's Hot.
I'm happy to Drogba a Chelsea fan like they're hot out of the cup. Like,
later.
After watching them play, they like take hours of my life away all the time. I watch this fucking dog shit team play every week almost, and they're terrible.
Yep. Barely get points. All right, that's it. 7 ties.
All right.
Hope that was enjoyable. Pod's over.
I feel like that was a bad group of names, dude.
That was bad. Okay. I think the best name was The Mob, which is like damning on everyone else's team.
It's 14 names. Bad names. I mean, we've had some good ones in the past. So it's just like, all right. Well, hopefully next cup tie session is more enjoyable.
To beat ball. Don't tie that guy. Because he might make it to the finals if you keep tying that guy.
Yeah.
All right, Team Walsh. How'd you do this week?
I got 55. Seems pretty average.
55.
I mean, Captain Marmouche came in pretty well. And then Sav somehow got a ton of bonus points. And Isak got
I didn't even notice a 9-pointer.
Yeah. He got max. They tied for max bones. So that was nice for me. And then, just a whole royal flush of blanks in defense with the Gabriel injury and Pope and Saliba and Munoz a disaster. My triple Palace was 2-2-2. I mean, that was just a horrific display by the Eagles.
No Palace player got a return. No one has fucking Lerma or França. So everyone who owns any Palace player got a blank.
Yeah, I mean, I got double the points of Mateta, I guess, with my blankers, but that's a small silver lining. So, guys played. I'm happy with my moves. I brought in Eze.
Right?
Yeah, Isak and Eze for Holland and Nwaneri, who obviously started, got returns. Of course. He did.
Yeah.
Has to when I don't need him, get rid of him. But
still a +4, or +3 if you're going to nitpick. Yeah.
Happy with the moves. And now I still have 2 frees now. So I spent 2. I had 3. So, the Gabrielle, the doubles, the things are coming. So it feels pretty good.
Yeah.
What about you? How'd you go?
16-1, but I took a hit. So it's really 57.
Okay.
My hit was a -4, but I turned it into a -5 because
nice. Nicely done.
Pope and Sar blanked, and Pickford got 3 points, and Neto got 2 points. So -1 plus -4 is -5.
All right.
As soon as the Cat Marmouche and Mo blanked, we were DMing, and I was like, "Oh, we're gonna be on greens," because fucking 90% of people randomly captain Mo, which was very surprising until Guest brought it to my attention. I got my benchings correct. I benched Wood, didn't think he'd play. I benched Hudson for Milenkovic because I like that clean sheet, but then Clivert played 0 minutes. Hudson auto sub in for a 0-pointer. Agbadou used to have 8 points on my bench. Now he has 6 points on my bench. I guess
they diddled him?
They diddled Agbadou. No Agbadou points for him. But same shit as you, really. I mean, the Boomo pen was was good, and
That was big for you, yeah.
yeah, Gvard and Milenkovic.
Well, I guess it's like I hate that when you have the pen against your goalkeeper.
Yeah, but
you get points either way as long as he doesn't hit the fucking frame.
That's what I was gonna say. Like in the moment, I was like, all right, well, save it and score the rebound, I guess is best case.
Yeah.
But like either thing that happens, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, green arrow, but not hard to get greens when you're 9 billion ranked.
And you got Gvard, your boy. You've been shouting him forever, and he came in straight in with 6.
Easy
game.
Easy Gvard. Yep.
Easy Gvard.
Yeah.
Might be joining Team Walsh soon.
Might be joining Team Walsh. Might be joining a lot of teams soon. Yeah. My team's okay. I don't have wild card left. A lot of people ripped wild card, but I have a lot of the guys that I think they were wild carding into. I just wish I had freeze, but I now have none. And I don't know. Clivert might be a problem. Isak might be not, but I probably won't touch him anyway. Overall, team's fine though. Team's good.
The Isak is bullshit. He's totally fine.
I think so too.
I mean, it's just an utter nonsense from Edward.
It's kind of like their version of Saka limping off every game or something like that. He's gonna get a yellow flag every single game somehow.
He is yellow flagged. He must have been yellow flagged for half the season. Isak.
Yeah,
he's always yellow flagged.
This isn't very FPL chatter, but a lot of rumors about all these teams, Liverpool, Arsenal, whatever, going for Isak. And I'm like, he's 26 and plays, 2,000 minutes max a season. I'm like, who's buying him? Who's paying 100 million for him? Like, I don't think that's going to happen. But anyway, no league updates. The diddling will diddle, and I don't know who's in first place or anything for the Mug League, but let's pod.
Haven't we been podding?
You know what I mean.
Oh, okay.
What do we used to call it? Meat and potatoes. Let's go to the meat and potatoes section of today's podcast.
When we were bad at podding.
Oh man, people don't even know.
We were some people do. Very few people know how bad this pod used to be. Yeah, now it's just average.
Now we just
I don't even know.
talk about roast people's names for the first 10 minutes.
We haven't talked about football or FPL
yet. Said anything. Yeah, nothing of value.
The 20th minute.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
But yeah, the quick turnaround. So, another Saturday morning, basically one day away. By the time people listen to this, it'll be, 24 hours or whatever.
Such low quality on display this midweek. It was just like I felt like
as usual.
Yeah, as usual. Just very poor, not fun games.
Yeah. Every game was very low scoring, tons of cleans, tons of bad attacks, tons of upsets.
Yeah.
Just, 17 days off and cup quarterfinals fucking 3 days ago doesn't help anyone.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Arsenal maybe.
Sure.
Maybe an interesting place to start. So X50 said, do we think Saka's straight in as the starter and therefore a pick now, or is he still wait and see? Mike and Hemdog, how do you rate the Arsenal defense without Gabriel? Is it worth going sideways to Saliba, or would you look elsewhere? Stee, is Marino a pick? And then Parma looking for Gab replacements.
Well, a few questions there. Where do you want to start?
Let's start with Gab maybe, because you own him. So what was your initial what was your initial read of, I'm just going to move to this and solve this problem?
I don't really have one yet. I still need to kind of sift through things tomorrow. I think to me, I already have, if I didn't have Saliba, I think that's a pretty reasonable kind of straight swap.
Me too.
I don't think, obviously this isn't going to be revelatory, but their defense obviously gets worse without Gabriel. Like he does a lot for them. And also, they have a double coming up and they have pretty decent fixtures for clean sheets coming up. So, I think you're okay there. But for me, I'm not getting another Arsenal defender for Gabriel. Not at all. For sure. I'm not. So, that's more of like, what kind of money do I want to free up there? What's it doing for my other move?
Why are you so much higher on Saliba than say like a Timber?
Well, we don't even know if he's fit.
What, Timber?
Yeah.
What do you mean? He played.
Yeah, he came off like kind of fucked up.
Oh, I missed that. I didn't see that at all. Oh, he's yellow flagged too. Yeah.
He subbed off.
Forgot.
He banged
He had like the
clean.
first half knock and then like
Yeah.
second half he got ripped off.
More cheers to Nate for sabotaging me. No big deal. No, not counting. I'm only like on a -10 from having Saliba instead of Timber at this point, but it's fine. Everything's fine.
It.
So, I mean, if he was completely fine, even still, you're still looking at the defense suddenly of, who's playing here? We got like Kivior, Saliba, Timber, like Zinch.
Maybe White.
Maybe White. He's also
yellow,
mysteriously like an unavailable human who hasn't started a game.
Lewis Skelly is still starting pretty much every game.
He's okay. Yeah, but he's a midfielder in the game. But he's fine playing on the pitch, you're saying. I'm with you. But I think it's like, you're really just looking at Timber, who is, has questions. And even if he was fully fit, I would still look at that and be like, I don't... they have a blank... Like, I don't know.
The thing with Saliba that is like probably... It's probably too small a sample size to really like sink your teeth into this, but there were those games when Gabriel didn't play and he scored on back-to-back corners in those games.
Yeah.
And
he had a really good chance in the Fulham game. He just fucked.
Yeah, it just seems like when it's like this chain of command effect. It's like Gabriel's off the pitch. Now everything goes to Saliba in the same way that they aim everything at Gabriel's head. Yeah. So I do think that like, while the chances of cleans go down a few percentage points, I do think the chance of like goals and bonus go up for Saliba. So,
I don't. There's something possibly there, but it's pretty
possible.
Flimsy.
It's
pretty
really
flimsy.
Yeah. You really gotta.
Ultimately,
leap of faith that.
Yeah, but like ultimately, to me, I read this as their defense gets a little bit worse.
Yeah,
Saliba's still fine.
Yeah.
There aren't really any obvious FPL pick gainers from this. Like even Kivior, like he's 4'8", but
I don't even know.
We don't know who's playing.
Start.
Yeah, who knows who's playing? I mean, he could just play Timber at center back.
It could be White right back, Timber center back, or White
easily.
Center back, Timber right back. Like,
easily could be any of that. And or White again hasn't started a game in like 4 months, so it could be someone that we aren't even mentioning right now. It could be Rice. It could be Tom. Yeah, it could be Tom. At some situation back there. So I think it's just Saliba's there. Otherwise, I'm sort of like, I'm good. I'm chilling. Yeah. So I'm going to look elsewhere.
What other defenders do you like then? Let's just keep talking about that.
Well, the doubles in 33 got called. So I think you have to kind of look at those teams, right? I like Trips.
Kvard got an upgrade. Trips got an upgrade.
Yeah, I mean Trips also is flagged, but I don't know what that means. But it's Trips and Kvard are the two I think like expensive guys that. Well, I mean Trips isn't that much, but the 5 and up guys that catch my attention for a Gab replacement if I want to get someone in that bracket. But I mean like the Newcastle guys are still cheap. Like they're still cheap Palace guys. But I think you're it's silly to look anywhere other than those teams.
Well, Newcastle don't have a 33 double. Oh, but they have the 32.
They have a 32 double.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like Burn or whatever. Like I don't fucking care.
Totally fine. Yeah.
Kvard looks pretty good. Like especially with the like for me when I'm free hitting in 34. They have really good fixtures up and down every game for the rest of the season. And he's probably going to be who I get in.
Yeah, they just have incredible fixtures. They have probably the easiest set of remaining fixtures.
I mean, I might keep Sav, honestly, after watching the Leicester game. I was just looking at the team and, he looked like he was, he kept falling down. I don't know what was going on there.
He could have had 4 returns, which translates to he got 1, which is his level.
Which is So what about you?
Surprised he got Max Bones.
I think he was just like doing all the creating and the take-ons and getting fouled and all that shit adds up,
Yeah. No, all those names look good. I mean, it is of note. We've been rightfully so shitting on Aston Villa's defense for all season. I mean, they just got their 4th clean sheet of the season versus Brighton. But they've kind of low-key been, 5th because Emmy didn't play the Brentford game. They've kind of low-key hit a little bit of like defensive form, overall form. They're just playing really well. They're cleaning in Champions League. They're cleaning in the league all of a sudden. It seems like whatever Emery's done to sort of like reach their best form at the best time might be happening right now. So as down as I've been all season, I mean, they seem fine. It's
my bigger issue with
Dean
my
or
bigger
something.
issue with them is just the Champions League placement around the double and like how many games they have. And
they have so many games.
I mean, I guess like Konsa's maybe the one that you can feel reliably that he's going to play, because I guess you're really looking at like Mings versus Pau, and that can kind of go either way if he's trying to protect Mings because he's obviously a fitness issue. But they've clearly been playing better with Mings since Mings has come back in. So I guess it's like, you can
will start all the games.
I mean, you could definitely sell me on Konsa. Like, I think it would be an interesting, maybe the comp there would be Konsa probably versus like Burn or something, and it might just depend on if you're free hitting in 34 or not.
Right,
as the answer.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with Villa's fixtures, they're pretty. Like their two bad ones are a double, which I always feel good about because it's like, well, at least it's a double. I'm still starting them and it's fine. And then the other ones around it are home NFO, at Southampton, home Fulham. I'm like, those are great. Like way they're playing right now,
feel like
could
that's
clean
great.
those games.
Yeah.
I think NFO and Southampton are very cleanable.
NFO would score a goal every game. I feel like there's one clean in those 3 games for Villa.
1 to 2, yeah.
Yeah.
1 point something.
I mean, we're talking about 4 or 5 defenders here. So you're if they're 1 and 3, you're very happy. But yeah, I think that's a good team to throw in for sure.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, cool. And then what about Saka and Marino? I mean, I think
we have missed something with Marino, honestly.
Yeah, we probably should have listened to that and just been like, well, he is an out of position striker, you think?
Yeah.
I mean, he has a lot of goals.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, he has 2 goals in the last 5 games. He's not tearing out trees or anything like that, but
he has 4 goals in the last 6 games.
Well, yeah, you can't count.
But he didn't start the last game.
You can't count the 21-minute one because
he's cheap, and now they doubled too. Arsenal have the 33 double.
He's a pick.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if Saka, just changes the layout of the front line at all once Saka's ready to start, which I still don't think will be this weekend. But like guys are back, Martinelli's back. I don't know. Is Marino nailed for all these games? Like, that the old adage is like, if you have to ask, then they're not nailed. So I'm a little worried about that. He just doesn't play a game or something.
I think he's nailed. I think if he doesn't play a game, it would be because he's managing fitness around Champions League,
which I expect to happen, right? Like, so if he misses Ipswich or Palace for a Trossard start because he started Marino starts Madrid, Trossard starts, Palace or something like that. That's not surprising at all.
Yeah, and I think, just in that line of thinking, right, that is very significant, right? I mean, they're playing, so just people that aren't looking, I mean, we're obviously on the computer looking at this, but so they play on Saturday at Everton, midweek, Fuckle, next Saturday, Brentham, midweek, Fuckle, Sunday, Ipswich, Wednesday, Palace. So they have
insane
6 games in the next 20 days, 18 days, 3 days off they have 6 games with 3 days off, basically.
Yeah.
Who's like the minutes
Saliba's playing all of them. Raya's playing all of them.
Yeah, that's probably about it.
Yeah, Rice and like Odegaard, who aren't even picks.
Yeah, so I mean, it does make me look at that and think more of like, well, I feel a lot better picking the City player. I feel a lot better about, and you say the same thing about Villa over there too. They have the same schedule basically. I feel a lot better picking a Newcastle player, right? Like, I mean, I feel a lot better about just picking anyone, like who's going to really double, I mean, if the player doubles, they might not play the 32 game, and then you're still getting the same number of fixtures. So the Arsenal double is a little bit sketch, I think.
Well, especially because of the situation too, right? So Liverpool need
league games are meaningless.
3 to 4 more wins. I don't know the math. I don't look at this shit, but they're going to win the league soon.
Yeah.
And they have these fucking Real Madrid games are huge for like the entire team. It's all their biggest games of their careers. I'm pretty sure that's going to be the strongest 11. Those are going to be really intense, insane games.
Yeah.
So yeah, who actually doubles is a big question there.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean the Sokka shit is just beyond me. I mean of course it happens, but
it's the dumbest thing. It's a real reminder of how dumb this goddamn dumb game is.
The game's a game. It's called a game.
You just gotta laugh it off, because otherwise you will go. Yeah, you will cry. If you don't laugh, you'll cry. That's the name of the episode for a reason. I mean, it's like all we're doing is telling people all live stream he's not going to start. It's ridiculous. Don't get him. Not a pick. Get it right. And then,
get
8-pointer. Then an 8-pointer.
Get it right and then get fucked.
So a lot of these wildcarders went, including the guy who beat you in the cup. Sokka, Foden. Sokka doesn't start. Subs on. It's an 8-pointer. Foden plays 0 minutes. Everyone gets either Rogers or Murphy or some fucking haul. And we get fucked.
Yep.
Insane. Who you capping this week?
Isak.
Even with the flag?
For sure.
Yeah, Leicester are next level.
Yeah. I mean, if it's real, then he won't play, and then I'll get vice captain, whoever the fuck. Next man
I don't even know who I'm going to
vice.
Ugh.
Yeah.
It's kind of a bad one for like Mo.
What am I going to transfer? Yeah, I don't know who I would.
There's
vice
not
either.
A great cap.
Vice might be.
Vice is Boomo, maybe.
Yeah. Well, I still don't know what my transfer. I have to make a decision about Savinho if I'm going to keep him for this run or not. Because I was before the game week started, I was gonna get Pisshead in for him.
Right.
That was my my idea. But now, when they're going to kind of play the same. They're going to play the same number of fixtures, and Newcastle's run is pretty bad.
Maybe
still
don't know anything about Gordon's fitness, right?
Yeah, I'm sure he's just fine. I mean, I guess
he's always fine.
Yeah, he's always fine. Like I just look at it and think, maybe I just am supposed to sit tight and hold Sav, and he's going to play a lot of minutes for the run in. And
I'm sad you're not going to be on live stream. We need to talk about this more, but I mean, it's like this pod's out of date as soon as it comes out. Live stream's going to be out of date. There's the quick turnarounds is really fucking rail us in every way. But yeah, I mean, that was Hardly Boy's question. He says, since we're not going to get an update on Isak's status, would it be safest to put the armband on Gordon instead, AGO boy? But no, I mean, I think your point stands. Isak either starts or plays 0 minutes and you get your vice. So you still just put it on.
I'll probably just keep it on Sar for my vice. He's been fucking so good.
He dodged so many points.
Yeah.
My transfer should have been fine, and it wasn't fine. Pope almost clean, kind of.
Or maybe it is just Mo.
I mean, certainly Mo vice is viable.
Fulham might be on the beach.
They're falling off a bit. Yeah, they're kind of.
Do they have any suspensions that we don't know about?
Just like
they're over their skis
across the finish line.
Yeah, but I don't know. At the Cottage is not a good fixture at all.
Voltaire, Brian, Stee, is Foden a hard sell? Why do we even bother?
Yeah, it's just tough, to fall in these traps time and time again. I mean, he's just living on reputation so much at this point. Like Pep is, who knows? I mean, nobody knows what's going on with Foden. He's like best player of the season last year into cannot get in the team over, geriatrics, basically. Jack, who's drunk all the time, or geriatric citizens who can't run. And Foden just sitting on his fucking ass man on the bench.
He's not going to bring 2,000 league minutes, and he's had 0 injuries.
That's a Foden reference. The coup, ass man coup.
Oh, yeah, he's cooing his ass.
You got to sell him. Like, you're ridiculous to hold this guy.
I thought
it's just ridiculous.
It was a okay punt on wildcard because Haaland's out. I really thought that would positively affect Foden, and I thought he would start. And what does Pep do? 0 fucking minutes. Get out of my face, you little shit.
And look, it still might be. I mean, this was one game.
Still might be.
And you should not be finding out by having him on your team. Just keep it as like a side curiosity, but don't push your chips in on it, right?
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Let's keep doing some questions here. Hamburglar, how do you stay motivated this late in the season? I'm on course for my best ever finish, and I haven't looked at my team in weeks. Absolutely no idea what's going on in the game. I guess keep doing what you're doing if it's working and you're gonna have your best ever finish. I don't know.
Yeah. No, it's definitely like we've been talking about, or I guess last time was my life pod. We didn't talk about it for everybody. Like as the game and the season draws closer to the end and the double game weeks appear and the tracks are sort of laid, so the decision points are just fewer. There's less variables. There's less to consider, and you sort of just like we were talking about, like, oh yeah, well these 3 teams have a double, so you can only choose a player from these 3 teams.
Exactly what I was going to say. Gabriel out. Like, well, this team doubles. This team doubles. This team doubles.
So you better pick someone. So the player pool shrinks from 10 teams to 3. And it's not fun. Like the game gets less fun. So I think you just have to kind of check your expectations and change them around a little bit to, accept that, it's less exciting. It's just not as exciting as Game Week 3 or Game Week,
Game Week 1 is the most exciting.
The most exciting. Yeah. And then it's a continual downward.
Yeah.
Kind of ebb to the end. And but whatever you do to stay engaged, or you don't, you just pay less attention, or stop listening to pods and just chill and do other shit,
and tell your girlfriend you want to go pumpkin picking, right? That's a classic. I don't need to watch games. I don't need to watch games this weekend, and she'll love you for it, and you're fine today.
My wife's gonna be like, wait, what? After 2 weekends off, she's like, wait, what? This is still happening? When I come down to the third floor this weekend, she's like, wait, where did you go again? It's like, this is still going on.
And then you remember baseball season started. Josh B, who's the bigger wild card mistake, Foden or Kwanzaa? Let's not mention they were all lawn shouts. Good job by him.
Oh God,
they're both bad. And they both might be fine.
Kwanzaa has 9 points.
He might just start next game. Yeah, I mean, he's played in less than 300 minutes.
That is crazy. Yeah, I just didn't realize how much of a non-factor he was.
He has 2 starts.
Yeah, Game Week 1 and
Game Week 1 and Game Week 14.
I don't know why we have to pick out like they're both. They're both bad.
I mean, Foden's obviously worse because he's 9'5",
he's a 9 million starter and
he could be a great pick, and Kwanzaa's just your 15th player.
Yeah,
and he's 3'9" or whatever. But Elron and Bantam said small at the back and pump the money up top on wildcard. Are we back to a 5-0 Munoz and 3 rotating 4-5s? I mean, it's totally fine, right?
Yeah, it's again, I do think Vard is a very good option at this juncture. But other than that, and Munoz, who's basically, he's I got people getting him into everybody's
he went up,
5 million. Yeah, he's 5'1", I think. So other than that, though, yeah, you just put 4-5s in. I mean, it's kind of always been the case this season.
Konsa, Forest guys, like whatever. Yeah, that's fine. That's good. Jesse, is Trips on the menu? Yep, we mentioned that. Elron, is Bumo being overlooked? When is he not overlooked?
Criminally overlooked.
He has 187 points.
Yeah,
he's still 8.1 million.
Yeah, I mean, he's a
187 points.
7 million midfielder who's going to top 200 points.
Insane.
And yeah, I just can't believe how little I've had him for this season. Yeah, I can't believe I sold him instead of just standing. I should have just stand like. That's my
season in a nutshell.
Yeah,
Him, Mo, like
you've had him. I feel like you've had him for all of the season.
I've had him for a while, but I did get rid of him at one point, and he was good the whole time. He never ever stopped being good. He had that one long run. Remember when everyone was getting rid, where he just got no shots or whatever, and then it was just 13-pointer, 9-pointer.
That's when I got rid of him.
Yeah.
I think he had 4 games in a row where he had basically 0 shots in 4 games.
I think that's also when I got rid.
Yeah. Then he started hauling tits again.
Yep. He has same points as Palmer. He's fucking Palmer's 7 million mid.
Jeez, it's the most washed up fucking human I've ever seen in my life.
Miles said, I'm ass manning this week, and I don't want to use transfers on it for the 3 game weeks. Is Glasner the obvious choice with the 5 tough fixtures, or do we play it safe with Arsenal's easy 4? It's not even close.
Yeah, it's Glasner.
It's Glasner by a long shot, yeah.
By a lot.
And Arsenal don't have a table bonus game, and they have one less game. You want table bonus games.
And they're going to be rotating.
Yeah, and none of their games are easy. I mean,
yeah,
let's be
I think
honest.
Yeah, the other thing too with Glasner about the ass manning that makes him so attractive is like we're just a top 5 defense. So
they're good.
You can always hang your hat on that for an upset. And we play well away and we have 3 aways. Like, we can win any and all of these next 5 games.
Yep. How about fucking McKenna got a 18-pointer beating Bournemouth this week?
Was it 18 for him?
18. I needed him, he got me 1, but he got to fucking 18 this week.
Yeah. Yeah, Bournemouth are really, like you said, limping over to across the finish line. It's upsetting.
Yeah. Admin, so what are your thoughts on loading up on NFO defense over the bad doublers, looking at you, Villa? Considering a triple NFO on the wild card, great fixtures all the way. What a fucking great season they've had. Incredible.
Yeah, I'm happy for them. It's nice to see.
Awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I don't enjoy watching them play very much.
No, you should never watch them. No one should ever watch them.
Yeah, I mean, I also have caught very few of their games, like relative to the rest of the league, I'd say. But yeah, I mean, you're probably in okay shape if you're going really heavy on their defense right now. I mean, the fixtures are somewhat mid, but you're also looking at some of the tougher ones. Like Spurs are going to be right in the middle of their European games. That game at Spurs, I mean, they could have played 400 minutes today and not scored. They're fucking today. They were so bad. It was insane. But yeah, like playing Villa this week when they're going to have both their eyes on the Champions League game a couple days later. And then other than those 2 games, the rest of the run is like, yeah, they can clean all those games very capably. So even their 2 bad fixtures aren't that bad.
Yeah, there's something to be said for just loading up on a defense whose their whole game plan is keep it clean. If we get a goal on the break, cool. But we're never going to expose ourselves or overextend ourselves or push for an attack. It's just like there's just always 6 guys back. They never get fucking countered on. And it's just like, yeah, they get a lot of cleans because of it. Yeah. It's good.
Who's going to play fullback for them now? Because with the Aina injury,
I assume it's going to be Moreno.
He's
left
can't
back.
Play.
Oh, because he's playing Villa this week.
The Faja
play. They also didn't they buy someone? No, I'm confusing them with someone else. Yeah, I don't know who's going to play this week. But I think in future weeks it'll just be Nico back, Moreno left back.
Yeah, that makes sense.
4-2 Moreno, by the way.
Yeah.
Superhand said Asensio or Asensio.
I mean, did he start this game?
He doesn't start often, but he gets a lot of fucking points.
He never starts. He just doesn't start. He started one game.
Yeah.
He's not a pick out. He's obviously not a pick.
With the Champions League too, it's just not even close. Shiv, last question, said quick and dirty wildcard draft. Dude, we'll do this on the fucking live stream, right? We're not doing this now.
Yeah, no, fuck it. I can't believe, why didn't he start Watkins? What's up? Is he carrying something?
I don't know what that was. I have no idea. Maybe he just has a dead leg or something. Just needed him. You have to put 120 minutes into running against PSG or some shit. I have no idea.
So they saw that game as a red flag for him and they wanted a danger zone game. They want to...
Yeah, I really have no idea. I thought he was 100% going to play. I mean, he didn't play in the cup.
Because if anything, I would have thought he would play. I mean, it's a tough game too. They would play him there, maybe give him a little rip for NFO and then start him midweek. Another rip against Southampton.
Yeah.
But you'd think you'd want him at peak levels for the Fuckle, right?
Yeah, I have no idea what is happening. I mean, Rashford is
crazy
donging, and Rodgers just starts every single game. Rodgers another 10-pointer.
Rodgers is just a fitness monster.
Crazy season from him.
Yeah. 7 goals, 7 assists.
5 million mid.
Yeah. I mean, he'll hit 150.
Yeah, it's insane. Other than that, we got a couple lifestyle questions. Unless you want to talk about your team or another game or anything like that.
No, I mean, I guess like the Palace dropping of the ball was a very big, thing that happened, and City also just only scoring 2 is somewhat surprising. Like given the way they could have scored a few more, I think it was. Yeah, Leicester were lucky to get out with just 2 conceded there, but I mean, we just looked leggy. Palace,
the cup
just couldn't get anything going. Yeah,
really bad timing for everyone.
Yeah, I never put enough credence into that. I feel like this happens all the time.
I mentioned this, I think, earlier this season. I think it was after maybe Liverpool lost to NFO whenever that was, early season. It's just like, if you look at the results after every international break, it's a fucking zoo every time. Upsets all over the place, best teams barely beating worst teams, like all of this shit. And it happens every time. I don't know what to do with that information. I mean, maybe it just means like never use your transfers after an international break or something, because we should expect a huge like letdown spot or something. But it happened again. I mean, everyone was fucking bad, right? Like Liverpool barely score a goal. Arsenal barely beat Fulham. Bournemouth fucking lose to Ipswich. Palace draw Southampton. Like, it was just like a stinky, ugly game week in pretty much every game.
Yeah. And I mean, whether it's international break or after I mean, this is a unique thing where the FA Cup.
There's the international break into FA Cup. Yeah.
For some teams, right? But even just earmarking those teams, like these are teams we should expect to, have a tough time the following game because the FA Cup games are more important. So
yeah.
I don't know. It's aggravating. I mean, your team is also sort of a fucking mess.
They're just like,
they're just trying to get through it.
What's it called when you put your hand on your sibling and you put it on your hand on their head and they just swing their fist, but they can't reach you? That's what they're doing.
I don't think that's called anything.
I think there's got to be a name for it. Windmill or some shit like that. I don't know, but that's what they're doing. That's what they're trying to do every game. It's just like, let's just get it over the line.
Yeah.
D Naylor, what do you make of the torpedo bats in regards to your fantasy baseball team? What is this shit? Can you explain to me?
I mean, I have to be honest with you. I really don't give a shit about this kind of stuff about baseball. Like this stuff just like aggravates. It's almost like talking. Yeah, it's almost like talking about, the strike zone or something. But basically there's some new bat technology where they like made the barrel a little bit longer and the shape of the bat's a little bit different.
And Yankees hit like 20 dongs, right?
Yeah, I mean, they also hit 20 dongs because they have incredible players and their field is fucking the smallest thing ever.
Yeah.
So, and the wind or whatever for 1 or 2 days, but like everyone just like looks at the rules of the bat and how vague it is, and there's specificity around certain elements about like the numbers of the diameter of X and Y and here and there, but like they're always looking to exploit an edge, and some players on other teams are using this bat. It's like, dude, I don't give a fuck about the bat. Like they're all made of wood, right? Like the pitches are coming in 99. It's like
like either a month or 2 from now, every single player in the league is going to be using it, or a month or 2 from now, everyone's going to completely forget about it, and it's just like meaningless. And
it is meaningless. Like it's just meaningless to me. Like it's not a data point. Like anyone can get hot for a series. I mean, playing in Yankees, it's fucking stupid to me.
Yeah,
but I am also very aware that I am very, very little ill-informed about this. I haven't read many articles about it. I haven't really kind of immersed myself in like what's going on here. So
I just don't.
It's not interesting to me. It's not. It's just not interesting to me. Yeah.
And then another baseball question, which I don't have an answer to. Platty said, favorite minor league baseball team name. I'll go first. The Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp.
Yeah, that's a good one. I mean,
a really good one.
The Isotopes was the first thing I thought of. The Albuquerque Isotopes.
I can't name 8 minor league teams.
Oh
I don't think.
God, really? I could name a lot of minor league teams.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Yeah, I like the ice.
Zephyrs was the New Orleans one, I think, that we were going to Tulane games there. They don't exist anymore?
No, that used to be the Mets team.
Yeah, I know.
New Orleans. Yeah, no, that's been a long, at least 10 years ago.
I just assumed that usually what happens is another team like takes that organization, you know?
Yeah, it depends the situation.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's sad.
I mean, I know we have the Sand Gnats or one of our.
Yeah.
I like that. But yeah, the isotopes are cool because it's like the science, like proton, whatever, what that thing's called with the circle with the like.
Oh, like an atom?
Like an isotope or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. An atom, whatever. That's like the logo. It's kind of funny. I don't know.
I like that.
I like that one. I like the isotopes.
It seems like there's a lot here. I need to look into this more. I don't have an answer for it.
A lot of the names are really outrageous. I mean,
they're insane, right?
Yeah, that's it's a good question. And there are so many minor league teams. I mean, there's like 150 minor league teams.
Yeah, the Binghamton Rumble Ponies. That's another one of ours,
Rumble
right?
Ponies. Yeah, Binghamton.
Some of these names are fucking insane. Rocket City Trash Pandas.
Rocket City. I don't know that one.
The Rocket City Trash Pandas.
What affiliate is that? For what team?
Angels.
Is
They're
it like
Madison, Alabama.
Is it like low A or something?
I think it's double A. Yeah, double A.
Wow.
Angels double A is called the Rocket City Trash Pandas.
It's pretty good.
The fuck is that, dude? Yeah, some of these names are really crazy.
Yeah.
I go to bar trivia sometimes, and there was a round last week that was, it's just photos and you just have to write what the photo is, but it's a theme and you have to figure out the theme. First photo was just a lightning storm. And I was like, oh my God, this is going to be fucking hockey teams. And it was. And they were just showing,
you must have killed that.
I murdered. Yeah, it was like a vacuum cleaner with the name covered up. It was Dirt Devils.
Yeah.
There was just a bunch of like weird ones that no one knew. It was just like Alien. He did like Alien versus Predator on there for the Preds, and
that's tough. But
it was good. It
if
was
you
tough.
know, you know. That's
it was like there were some where I was going through. There was a bunch of Uno cards. Was one of the photos, and I was like, "What the fuck is it?" And I was like, "Oh, Minnesota Wild. It's wild. Wild cards. Yeah. I'm just going through every team. It's like fuck. Yeah, it was a good one. Good one.
That's a good one.
All right, dude.
All right.
The pods keep getting shorter and we stay the same age.
Well, I don't know about that.
Not really. Doesn't work. No new signups, obviously. At this point in the season, every time we log into Patreon, we just get 5 deletions. 5 to 10 deletions.
That's
okay.
Right.
Okay. I get it. That's it. Any last words?
I'll see you tomorrow.
Check us out. FMLDL.com. Follow us on Twitter, FMLDL Sports Page.com/FMLDL. Subscribe, rate, review, share.